Speaking of fresh, I notice you guys are pretty full on to cans.
Yep.
Is that your sort of your core reason, is to ensure that product quality and ensure that freshness when you're distributing across the country and certainly internationally?
It's a big step in that direction to keep the beer fresh. Cans are better for beer than bottles. You can get oxygen across a crown seal, even not just twist top, but crown seals, a little bit across and light. So for us, we didn't open a venue or anything like that. It was all about the beer from the get-go. So putting beer straight in cans was a no-brainer for us.
Cool.
Yeah, we're probably one of the only breweries that launched into the industry with a 8.8% double IPA and a 500ml can. So that was the first beer we ever made. So it was, we collectively, the three of us, all wanted to go into cans straight away. We knew it's a fast-growing trend globally, but as Red said, it's just better for beer.
Sure. So just as you're opening that, Michael, I notice you've got some markings around the top of all your cans, a bit of branding there in terms of the ingredients and the recipe and the process. Can you run us through what you've done with your branding there?
Yeah, no drama. What happened was when we were sitting down starting to do design work, we had about 45 cans sitting around the table of different styles of beer from all over the world. And if you look at most cans, they've got that little bit of silver. This little bit of silver sitting around the top, there's nothing on it, and we were playing around with this, what we call a timeline for our website, and one of the boys said, well, why don't we see if we can get this timeline around the top of the can.
One of the boys, I reckon it was this boy.
Oh, mate, boy. So we all thought it was a good idea, so we sent it off to our creative girl, and she said she could do it, and then we sent it off to the can producer, and they said we could do it as well. So what it actually has it's got the malts we use in the beer and the hops we use, but then also little sort of icons of all the steps of the brewing process. So whether it's going through the grist mill, or you're mashing in, or you're in the kettle, or you're in ferment, or you're chilling down, or you're filtering, and it goes through to enjoy, recycle, and have a good day, sort of thing. So it's yeah, it was just it was by accident, and I think it's worked pretty well because a lot of people. As part of our job is to educate people about craft beer, and it's a really easy way to do that because while they're having a beer, they can actually sit and get a little bit educated. So.
Plus, sharing kind of what we put in the beer, I think is pretty important. I look at some of the best breweries in the world, and they pretty much let people know what they put in the recipe. I don't think anybody needs to be particularly secretive about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Be open with your puncher, and the home brewers can have a look at it and go, oh, I reckon I can put this beer together and have a crack. And so having that information for not being scared about people ripping you off or anything like that is pretty important.